I mean the Egmont Group's summary of the enterprise-wide STR sharing white paper. One of the significant issues facing the financial institutions operating globally is the fact that sovereign jurisdictions each have their own laws and regulations that influence the ability for suspicious transaction reports filed by one part of a financial group to be shared with other parts of the organization. This has an impact on the ability to take an enterprise-wide approach on anti-money laundering, combating the financing of terrorism, compliance. In releasing a white paper on enterprise-wide STR sharing, issues and approaches today, the chair of the Egmont Group of Financial Intelligence Units commended the Egmont Group member FIUs who worked together over the last 2 years to examine the issues and present possible solutions, stating that the paper will be of interest to all FIUs and jurisdictions as the major benefits from enterprise-wide STR sharing could result in more effective AML/CTF compliance by financial groups operating in multiple jurisdictions. He went on to say the ability to share information on suspicious transactions across the financial group should enhance all aspects of compliance, including customer due diligence, transaction monitoring, and suspicious transaction reporting. It is important, however, for each jurisdiction to consider the issues and possible approaches identified in the paper in the context of their own AML CFT regime and for the FIU to ensure that mechanisms for enterprise-wide STR sharing do not undermine STR confidentiality. The white paper outlines a series of approaches jurisdictions might take to allow enterprise-wide STR sharing and considers the implications of each, but does not endorse any particular approach. The paper also states that the issue of enterprise-wide STR sharing is relevant to a variety of jurisdictions. However, international cooperation will be critical in making progress on this issue. Since no single jurisdiction can make cross-border enterprise-wide STR sharing a reality on its own, a financial group operating in several jurisdictions would need the ability to share STRs across all of those jurisdictions in order to fully realize the potential advantages of enterprise-wide STR sharing. It is hoped that the white paper will go some way in assisting jurisdictions to identify and address the challenges. Now I'm going to read the white paper itself. It's 52 pages long, but it's called Enterprise-Wide STR Sharing Issues and Approaches from February 2011, issued by the Egmont Group of FIUs. There's abbreviations, figures, and tables, and executive summary, the introduction, definitions, sharing Egmont STR sharing survey, potential risks of cross-border STR sharing, potential benefits, key considerations for a cross-border STR sharing regime, possible approaches to facilitate enterprise-wide STR sharing, and a conclusion. The survey is provided in the appendix, which makes this report only 40 pages. Even less when you look at the abbreviation page and the figures and tables page. So we're looking at a 38-page document. Starting with the executive summary, many financial groups operating in multiple jurisdictions seek to implement a risk-based enterprise-wide approach to anti-money laundering, combating financing of terrorism compliance. In such cases, however, jurisdictions prevent the sharing of suspicious transaction reports or related information across borders, limiting the ability of a financial group to implement enterprise-wide compliance policies. A survey of the Egmont Group of Financial Intelligence Units, Egmont Group, conducted in 2008, established that jurisdictions have a diverse set of laws, regulations, and policies on enterprise-wide STR sharing. While a significant number of jurisdictions indicated that domestically generated STRs could be shared across borders within a financial group, many jurisdictions indicated the legal protections for the confidentiality of STRs generated in other jurisdictions were unclear or non-existent. The continued assurance of STR confidentiality is a critical element in any effort to promote enterprise-wide STR sharing and By extension, the risk-based approach to AML-CTF compliance. Confidentiality of reporting allows the suspicious transaction reporting system to function, protecting the interests of banks, governments, including financial intelligence units, and the public. The loss of confidentiality of an STR could put at risk a present or future law enforcement investigation or violate the financial privacy of the STR subject. The major benefits from enterprise-wide STR sharing are expected to result from more effective AML-CFT compliance by financial groups operating in multiple jurisdictions, the ability to share information on suspicious transactions across the financial group should enhance all aspects of compliance, including customer due diligence, transaction monitoring, and suspicious transaction reporting. Financial groups should be able to incorporate a wider enterprise-wide view of the activities of the STR subjects, thus giving FIUs more valuable information. Enterprise-wide STR sharing may also result in efficiency gains in the processing of STRs within financial groups. Jurisdictions seeking to allow domestic banks to share STRs with the head office, a subsidiary, a branch, or an affiliate in another jurisdiction may do so in a couple of ways. One approach taken by governments has been to allow sharing only with entities in certain approved jurisdictions with strong confidentiality protections, thus limiting the risk of a STR confidentiality violation. Alternatively, a government might choose to allow sharing only with the bank's head office as opposed to its foreign subsidiaries, branches, and affiliates, which would allow the head office to implement a more comprehensive and exclusive AML-CFT program and limit the exposure of the STR across multiple jurisdictions. Bilateral or multilateral agreements among jurisdictions may also provide a suitable mechanism for ensuring confidentiality for STRs shared across borders. FIUs have clear stakes in the issue of STR sharing, whether or not they possess regulatory powers themselves. By their very nature, FIUs cannot operate without a properly functioning suspicious transaction reporting system. FIUs will want to be certain that in whatever manner their jurisdictions choose to handle the issue, the processes that are created do not interfere with existing well-defined channels for the sharing of STRs both between the FIU and private sector as well as the context of the Egmont Group.